Hello and welcome everybody to a new video. Today we'll be playing Gran Turismo 7 as I have been for a while now. And in this video we're going to be trying out one of the new cars called the Roadster Shop Rampage. Yes, brand new car. It is based off what looks to be a Camaro, an old Camaro. I think so. Looks pretty cool, got a big wang, you know, everybody wants that. And it looks pretty kitted for racing. So what I'm going to do this video is for one, I'm going to set up a 10-lap race. And we're going to do some laps around Tsuba to test how fast it is in comparison to some of the other cars I own. Because last video I tested the, not last video, a few videos ago now, I tested the Silvia road car and race car. But of course, before I knew any of that, I want to actually check what tyres this thing's running, the general stats and things of this vehicle. You know, sports mediums. We might want to make those sports softs, considering this thing's got almost 800 horsepower. It's got 750 horsepower. We got sports suspension. That sounds about right. Bit of downforce from this, 150 and 250. I don't know what that's supposed to actually represent, though. I know that it means the amount of downforce, but is it like 150 and 250 kilos of downforce? Like, because it just says level or LV. Is that like a proper measurement of downforce in somehow? I don't know. But anyway, we've got a silencer, which is basically an exhaust, which is semi-racing, and a sports brake system. And a big loss of power from the 7-litre engine. How much torque is that? 96.7 kilogram force meters. I think that's what that's supposed to mean. Something like that. I'll probably put something up there to say how much that is in Newton meters, since... Oh, and it appears, according to the stability, it understeers a lot. So, it is very low as well. Very low car. So the suspension's obviously lowered the vehicle considerably, you know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly go to the tuning shop and just put slightly better tyres on it. And these are supposed off. Actually, while I'm here, I should take a look at what tuning options you can have. Apparently, you can't modify this thing too greatly from how it was. Oh no, we can put racing other things on there. Put some extra power on there. Increase that, which apparently decreases performance points, so I don't know. Yeah, there's some things that give us some more power. Oh, this should give us some more power. Ooh. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm not going to make any modifications other than tyres. And the reason why is because I want to test it for what the car really is. And how it would really drive just about like... Because once people buy this car, oh, it's a new car, they go out and buy it, right? And maybe they don't have enough credits for upgrades, for example. And I want to test it just right out of the box, just see if it's worth the purchase. And of course, I want to race it... What's a good track to race it on? I actually think I've got a great idea. The Nürburgring 24-hour layout. That's the longest track in the game. We'll do one lap around that track. And I'll just quickly settle this up to a decent point. As you can see, I'm trying to set it to be... What the heck is equal conditions mode? I don't think that makes much of a difference. I think that just makes the conditions may affect lap time. That may affect lap times are fixed. That's probably more for like time trials and stuff. Professional opponents, because even professional opponents aren't very good in this game. Yeah, I think I've set everything up just about good enough to make this fairly difficult for me, other than turning on vehicle damage, because I know I'll spiral off the track at some point. Yeah, let's go. One lap around here. And then after that, we'll do a couple of laps around Tsuba. If you don't want to see me do laps around Nürburgring for some reason, you would rather watch me do some time attack to see if it's faster than the Group 4 cars, then I'll probably have a... what are they called? Like a time skip in the description of the video, so you can just click that, go ahead, go back as you please. just take a look at different parts of the video. They'll probably have something like Race 1, Race 2, or Tsukuba Time Attack, and Nürburgring 24 Hour, or whatever I've decided to put there as the title for that. But this is going to be a pretty mean machine. What are we racing against? They all appear to be road cars. I was thinking that we'd have the professionally tuned cars or race cars or something. Oh no, we've got this. That's a professionally tuned car. It's a Chevy Nova, that. Except the fact that we're racing against supercars really puts into perspective, like a Veyron, for example, which when I was... like, that was like basically fastest car in the world when I was like... I mean, it was only a couple of years ago, really. Oh no, I didn't know you can modify these while you're here. Oh no, I haven't done a custom race in a while. It's very good that you can change the race settings while you're here, but... for years, when I, like, that was the fastest car in the world. Now I'm going to race this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, we have no traction off the line. And no traction in second gear either. There we go, third gear you gain traction. Very important for anybody getting this car. Put it on probably racing tyres, if you are not a very good driver like me. But I'm putting this on sports tyres because that sounds correct. Because it's not a race car, it's a showering road car. Oh my gosh. With absolutely no traction to the rear wheels, well that's alright because the 700 horsepower is probably what's causing that. And that just means we've got a lot of power. Is that my car making all that popping? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this thing would be substantially faster if you had it on race tyres, because then you'd have enough traction. I think that is my car. All those pops and bangs. Okay. If you like a lot of pops and bangs from your exhaust, then this is also a great car. Or if you like American V8s. Or if you like a Camaro. Or if you want something that just is cool, or you want the new car in the game. This would be I think this is the cheapest of the new cars, because the other ones are 1 million credits a piece, which I will do in future videos. I will take a look at those in future videos once I get some more credits. Whoa. There's a modern Camaro. That's the what's it called? The 1LE package? 1LZ? LE? L something. It's the L something package. Anyway, we're going past the tuned Chevy Nova. Well, except this thing's just about sideways at the moment. This thing's sideways through most of the track, to be honest. Not the kindest car to drive. This thing is usually trying to oversteer, even though the game said it would understeer all the time. That's not how it is. I don't know where the game gets the stability from. I think if like you try and take a high-speed corner completely off throttle, or a low-speed corner completely off throttle, because if I took these corners with no throttle, I don't know. See, I don't know how the game distinguishes whether or not a car's going to understeer or oversteer, because usually I don't think it's incorrect. Also, I don't think there's big wings generating enough downforce, you know? I mean, it's definitely generating downforce, but with the amount of loss of grip we're getting around these corners, keep in mind, I'm pretty sure this thing was built more as a show car than a track car when the company actually built it. Except it's definitely got some real power if that's what you want. And it also looks very, very nice. Very nice looking car, very fast car. Whoa. Oh no. We're going back on the power. Oh, here we go. It's using a bit of fuel, although you'd expect that from a big, 7-litre V8 engine. Oh, we've only got 5 gears. Oh. Whoa. The car wasn't on the ground for a second then. That's not something you want. Oh, someone's gone off. That was the Lamborghini Huracan, I think. The LP 6104. It's gone off circuit, and I made an overtake because obviously I don't pay attention to yellow flags when I'm on a AI race, because unless I'm trying to race super realistically. Whoa, this thing is actually fairly stable at high speeds. I think it's those low speed corners when you're on the throttle or half throttle through the low speed corners is when the car tries to kill you. Whoa, you see, like that. Also ahead of me there is a Veyron. Very fast car indeed. And the Veyron should have anywhere from what? How much did it have originally? The old Veyron had like, what, 900 and something horsepower. And the final version had a bit over 1,000. I think this one has 1,001. I think it was 988 for the Veyron from 2006, but this is a 2015 Veyron. So I think this has got 1,001 horsepower. And up ahead of that is a well-balanced Ferrari Enzo, built with F1 style technology. Yes. And it's a very rare car. So if you find one of those IRL, you'd be, well, very lucky. Oh, and there's basically up ahead, about 9 seconds ahead, is what I think is supposed to be the successor to the Enzo, or at least not really, maybe not a successor, but more or less a, I don't know, it takes the styling cues from the Enzo. It's called the LaFerrari. Very, I mean, I actually don't particularly like the LaFerrari. It's not my favourite Ferrari in the world. I would prefer an Enzo, to be honest. Very nice car. I don't know, LaFerrari, I don't know if it's a hybrid system or what. Something about it doesn't seem like the kind of car. I mean, I'd take one. It's $1 million worth of car. If I could have one IRL, yeah, sure. But for that price point, I think there's other cars I would prefer, you know? Like the Veneno, for example. Although I think the Veneno is worth even more at the moment due to its rarity. Oh yes, look at the speed on this thing though. I wonder what the top speed will be when we get down that large main straight at the end of the track. Because we're going uphill here, but we're at the top speed up this hill was about 270. But of course I couldn't really keep at that speed for very long, so it could probably get a bit more speed down the main straight, I think. But you'll see the LaFerrari as we get up here, and the Veneno. Because obviously, I think if I was driving either of those cars and the AI was driving this, I think I'd easily win against the AI. If I was driving a LaFerrari or a Veneno and the AI was driving one of these Roadster shot Rampage things. The reason why is because the AI is just generally slow. Ooh. And I set the weather to random, so if it does start raining, because it is getting a bit darker on circuit, if it does start raining, that'll just be a cool touch to the race, you know? Something interesting happens. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Give it all the power for about half a second, because that's about all the time you get to use all the power of this thing. It wheel spins a lot though. But I think usually you put racing tyres on it anyway, so I think that sort of would resolve your problem anyways. I don't know why they put racing tyres on at default, because the car's tyre model from the GT, what do they call it, GT dealership, it looks like it should have racing softs on it or something when you get it from factory. And there are cars I think that might have racing softs, like I don't know what the Tomahawk comes with. I assume it actually comes with racing softs, or maybe some of the Vision GT cars come with racing softs, I don't know. I'm not really sure, because I know the Le Mans cars, because I have the Mazda Vision Gran Turismo car, and that came with racing mediums. So, I don't know, does any car come with racing softs? Wouldn't have a clue. Whoa, but this thing is a bit... I can see where the game says it understeers, but it spends more time oversteering, and the game has no indication of saying that it's going to oversteer at all. I just expect it to oversteer, because 700 horsepower going through rear wheels or something like this, you're going to expect oversteer. Also, for anybody wondering, I'm doing this on PS4 Pro with a controller. Whoa. So, if you're like, oh, this guy's absolute trash, there's my excuse, I'm using a controller. I've got a great excuse, you know. There's probably people a million times better than me also using a controller, but still. Okay, now let's see what the top speed of this thing is. Oh, it appears the Veneno and LaFerrari are pulling away. Damn, the LaFerrari's fast down the straight. Look at that. Oh, we're almost at 290 kilometers per hour. We're going uphill now. Can it keep that speed? Not quite. Not quite. It's losing a little bit, and it is not keeping pace with the two supercars or hypercars at the front. And we got to a top speed of 292 k's an hour. So obviously we've got shorter gear ratios generally for a bit of a shorter track, which means the Suba might be the track for this car. Oh, come on, I want to go past. Yes, yes, we have gotten past. Look at that. Yes, this car looks brilliant. Look at it. This thing's marvelous. Yes, look at that. I got 11,000 credits for that, but that was second place. So oh, there's the Bayron. No, I was gonna sneeze and that didn't happen, and then it did. I don't know. Commentary always goes out the window when I'm making these sort of videos. Yeah. Don't know why. It just does. But I've got one more thing to test before this video ends. Yes, I'm currently doing a challenge which I haven't finished. Yes, the GR prototype series, which I might get in as a future video of some sort. But here we go. To Suba. And I think the best time to do it, maybe sunset. I don't want to do it. Oh, actually, nah, that would be a bit darker, right? I mean, technically, daytime would be the best time outright because the conditions would be a bit warmer then. So, track might be a bit warmer if they simulate that properly. I don't know if they do, or maybe the tyres will warm up a bit quicker. Surely they simulate that properly, right? Or regardless of that, I'm going to see how fast it is in comparison to a Group 4 race car. Also, the Group 4 race car I was using had no improvements done to it other than, no, it didn't have any enhancements. It was all completely stock, like from the dealership to the racetrack. Literally nothing modified at all. But here we go. How's this thing going to drive in comparison? We need to beat a 58. Oh, a bit drifty there. That's not how you beat a 58 second time. I don't know if this will. It's definitely got more power, so maybe that'll just pull it in at the end. Oh, but the brakes aren't quite as good. Neither is the cornering ability. So it'll be interesting to see if they can beat the 58 second lap set by the Silvia S15 race car. Oh, around the corner we go, back on the power. Oh, seems a bit of a mad machine to drive, but the Silvia was on better tyres, so. But I'm going to set this on these tyres, since it's not a race car technically. I should set it on sports tyres. The race cars will probably go on racing hard tyres, or racing mediums with Group 1 cars. So that's how I plan to do these time attack events. Depending on how fast the car is will depend on what tyres I deem necessary for the vehicle. But that's a 1 minute 1, which already makes me a bit skeptical on whether or not we can actually beat the 58 second lap. Oh, but we are moving at some speed. Oh, no. That's definitely not what you want to do. Just pretend I didn't do that. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'll beat a 58 second lap, but I'll give it the best I've got. Oh, around. Oh no, not that far around. Well, this thing's very fast in a straight line, so if you don't get traction on the exit for that corner, you might lose considerable amount of speed. Yes, that's how you get some speed up. Look at that. Oh no, we haven't got the brakes. Except we could use that wider line to get some more speed down the straight, which I couldn't achieve because we lost traction. Ah, that's how you do it, like this. Ah. See, a bit of a tighter line through there, so we don't lose so much speed. Oh my gosh, grip. Grip is a big problem when using sports tyres and something with this much power. Yes, we're over a second faster now. Look at that. Let's see if we can keep that. Can we? Yes, we can. That's a 59.7. Ah, still too freaking quick onto there. Ah, I'm gonna do about 5 laps. We're on lap 4 now, so I don't know if we'll beat the 58. I think if I gave it enough time, I'd beat the 58, but not gonna do that immediately. Because this thing, I think if you put it on racing hard tyres like the other car, yeah, I think we would very much beat the 58 due to just the outright power, because you'd have that grip to really put that power to the floor, which you can't really do very well on sport soft tyres, although that's what I chose for this car because it's not a race car according to the game standard, therefore it shouldn't have racing tyres when doing a time attack. That's my thought process. Whether or not you agree with that thought process, I don't know, because I guess this thing does have a lot of power like a race car. But, oh my gosh, I had such a good line through that corner and then I couldn't get the power down. So it screwed up that advantage. It's so difficult to get the power down something so quick. Because look at this. Come on, come on, come on, give me the power. Let me use all that power. Yes, into the corner we go. The reason why I choose Tsuba for this is because in that short of amount of time, which is usually a minute a lap, you can't make that many mistakes. And I make a lot of mistakes in longer races, as you probably saw during the Nürburgring Challenge. I mean, not the Nürburgring Challenge, the Nürburgring lap. But the fastest time we got was a 59.7. So, we'll go with that. That's a very good time, I think. 59.7. For a car like this, where does that put me on that leaderboard? 3rd on the leaderboard. Now, the rest of these cars really don't need to be here because I didn't use any of these for YouTube videos. So I think, for YouTube video's sake and for the future of YouTube videos that I make, I'll just remove all these boring rankings that we don't need. Why don't you delete? Do I have to exit here, go back in, and then delete each one individually? Yes, I do. Okay, that's what I'll do then. Here we go, here we go. Yes. Okay, so that's the 3 cars I've used for YouTube videos. Other than the Chaparral, I'll probably do that, I don't know. In a future video at some point, I'll do a lap with a Chaparral. Maybe I won't, I don't know. But regardless of that, I think... yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the garage as I always do. And end the video there. Because I always seem to end the video when I'm in the garage area, so I think I should continue that, you know? So that's just something I do at this point. I don't even know why. But here we go. Into the garage, man. Here we go. And now that I've reached the garage, I can now say what I say at the end of every video. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. I'm gonna hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see ya in the next video. Bye.